Hi my salty pecans, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Pamela, and on today's video I want to do something I've never done in my plant parenthood, my own personal journey, and that is transitioning my indoor plants outdoors. And the particular plants I want to transition indoors to outdoors are my cacti. So I have a few of them in my kitchen, and it's summertime, and there's nothing better than just getting like that bright light from the windows. But as you can see, my kitchen window light, the view is blocked off by those particular plants because they're just so gigantic now at the windows. So I do have a fire escape, and I'm going to put it all the way like near far on the end, on the side, so it does not obstruct or cause any sort of fire hazard, and go in against like regulations as much as I can. So yeah, if you're interested in, I don't know, doing this with me, I'm gonna be moving these plants behind me, like removing them and then transitioning the ones from the kitchen to the fire escape. So if you're interested in this little video and this little journey I'm gonna do, then keep on watching. So welcome back, everyone. The first thing, as someone who lives in the Northeast, has to worry about is temperature, because for us, our weather, the temperature here just fluctuates throughout the year. We have cold winters and very hot summers. So I definitely also don't want to put out any plants that might have the potential to burn or scar because of the variation in heat. It is summertime right now for me. It is, what month are we in now? We're in June. So it's June, it's hot, it's getting hotter and warmer. And my plants, I feel like for the past years that I've had them, they've been very happy and have been benefiting from their location. But I want to see how they'll do this year growth-wise if I put them out and they get that full sunlight versus that indoor sort of shaded sunlight, because it's inside of a building, it's behind a mesh. It does get whatever the window gets 24/7, but it's different than having like full spectrum light, right? So that's just all I'm thinking about. I did research what the safe temperatures are for plants, and it says generally between 60 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit, but nothing below 50. If the temperature gets below 50, bring your plants in, because that can cause some frost and freezing. So I do keep that in mind when I'm placing the plants outside. Also lighting, my windows are more of a northeast facing window, so I know these plants are gonna get that amazing warm, cool lighting, that sunrise and towards sunset, when the sun is getting like really hot around noon, it kind of starts to fade off from the location. So I think this location too might be really ideal for these plants. But again, keeping in mind that it is outdoors, so it does get more direct sunlight than it would indoors. So yeah, let's go ahead and remove these plants, and then we're gonna go to the other window and remove the particular cacti that I want to move here. So let's put you down a little bit. I do want to share, is this not so amazing? My first Hoya has a peduncle. I actually have another Hoya that Vanessa sent me, the Shepherdii, that is also blooming, but this is a bit even more special because I've had this baby for some time now, and it's showing me that in my care it's really happy too. So my Hoya serpens, so pretty, so freaking stunning. I make these trellis. You already know I have the mini wire copper ones, so I have a new design and I love it. So after I've added it onto this beautiful trellis, it has given me not just one peduncle. Look at this pedunkies! I love the pedunkies! it's giving me another peduncle. So 2 peduncles on my Hoya serpents. I am excited for the sticky serpents to bloom. I'm so proud of my plant parentness. I'm just gonna speed up this portion, okay? Okay, so we are now in my kitchen, and there are some plants here that I'm trying to bring outside, bring these bad boys outdoors. So I'm gonna go ahead and start moving things around. Also, we're gonna speed stuff up, and let's do it. This is one of the ones I definitely want to bring outside. This one, I think I'm gonna keep it where it is. I'm not gonna move it outdoors at all. I don't think I want this plant to grow any faster because this plant is gonna be a piece of shit. So I'm just going to show you the cacti that I want to move out here. The first cactus is this one. My Euphorbia lactea white ghost. Beautiful plant. second is this other Euphorbia lactea white ghost. These plants are like desert, really hot plants. This one came from Puerto Rico. They both came from Puerto Rico, so they can endure that heat, you know. This is my Forbesii spiralis cacti. This is my Myrtle Zerta Curdle booby cactus. And I think I'm going to keep this one indoors. I think it's just executive decision to keep this one in. I think, you know what, I might try to bring this one outside too. I'm going to try to bring this one outside and see how it does. But I'm a little concerned because of the aloe. But we'll see. We will see. I'm going to see it maybe. I'll see, okay? The little aloes look a little struggle bus, but it's my fault. We'll bring it outside too. I'ma lug all these bad boys into my room and I'll see y'all in there. I hate cars like that. So I'm going to place this plant inside of this pot, but I'm not changing the soil per se. I'm just going to put it in this pot because this pot is heavier, and I'm just thinking of like maybe potential winds and anything of that, you know, nature will help give this a bit more hold, okay? So name that plant. Alright, so the first one I'm gonna put out is this guy. I've had this plant since 2014. I brought it from DR. It's from Costa Farms and I love it. I love it so much. Last plant. I'm kidding. I also want to put the penis cactus out there too. Let me show you all how cute this is. So I am so happy to be able to have moved those plants out there. give my kitchen a bit more of a breathing space, breathing room, give it more light, because these large cacti are not blocking and absorbing every single sun ray that's coming into the house. Also, it is going to allow these plants the ability to grow a bit more because it's able to absorb more sunlight. Again, it's not indoors, even though it's plastered at the window. There's nothing like being outdoors, period. Whether you're human, whether you're a plant, an animal, it does not matter. Being outside is different than being cooped up indoors. So yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on these plants. I am deciding whether or not I want to solely rely on rain to water the plants, or if I also want to, you know, plant parent and water those plants too manually by myself. So I will keep an eye out on the weather, and depending on how often it's raining this summer, I'll probably water them myself. If not, I'm just gonna solely rely on the rain, because that's what I also do indoors. I don't really water that plant often. I let these very heavy rains that we get in New York water these plants, and for the most part I don't water these plants myself. So thank you so much, my salty peeps. I'm gonna go ahead and like put all of these plants back, clean up the space and clean up the kitchen. But all I wanted to share with you is just this process of moving my cacti for the first time from indoors to outdoors. I've had this plant for, gosh, I said 2014, so I've had this plant for like 7 years now, my oldest one, and some of them I've had for a little bit less time, but either way, these plants are exhibiting so much amazing growth, and I cannot wait to see what growth they exhibit for this summer. Actually, what I'm gonna do is off camera, I'm going to measure the height of the plants, each plant, and when I come in, well, when I bring them in for the fall, I'm going to also measure and see how tall they've gotten. So I'm going to add those measurements, and like as I was mentioning it, you know, before, like the last couple seconds, for each particular plant. And I'm gonna mark for the Lactea White Ghost, I'm gonna mark A and B, and A and B is going to be marked when I was showing you them from in the kitchen. Okay, so you'll see A and B, and then when I give you the numbers, it'll be A is this height, B is that height. Okay, so a little bit of rambles over. Thank you so much, my salty pecans, for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up and sharing. Comment down below, let me know, do you transition your cacti outdoors? If not just your cacti, do you transition other plants outdoors? Because I've never done that. I've always had this fire escape, I just never utilized it. So hopefully it does benefit these plants for the better this summer. And that is all. Don't forget to, like I said, thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell to be notified every single time I upload a new video. And I will see you on the next one. Let's get growing. Bye. Also, just because I'm freeing up windowsill space does not give myself any right to buy more plants to fill up those empty spaces, because those spaces have plants that belong in the Pam, okay?